Hey, welcome to another edition of Blue Jay Banner Today. I'm Tim Kruger. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody, as we get ready for the weekend and a big volleyball match on Saturday as the Jays kick off their season against number 2 Penn State. I want to thank Infusion Brewing Company for sponsoring our show. They have a great lineup of beers, including Vanilla Bean, German Stout, and my particular favorite, the Dill Pickle Beer. Check all their great beers out, and whenever their tasting room is open, check all that out as well. Check it all out at infusionbrewing.com. You'll be blown away at how great that place is to go have a nice cold beer on a Saturday. Hey, go down there and watch the volleyball game. I'm sure they'll have it on. They're big Jays fans down there, so check it out. That's infusionbrewingcompany.com. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel. It's been great since we've been going on now. This will be week 3. Really appreciate all the support. Everybody's been awesome. Thanks so much. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. It helps us out so much. We also want to mention bluejbanner.com, where you can go to get all your Creighton news, be on the most active Creighton message board in town. It's over at Blue Jay Banner, and we give you practice reports during the basketball season, updates, inside information on recruiting and transfer portal, all of that stuff, injuries as well. So check it all out. That's bluejbanner.com. They have a great special going on for $1. You can join for a week to see, if it's something you want to get involved in. Please do. Many Jays fans have, and ever since we've gone over the On3 network, it's been fantastic. We've got great recruiting national guys, including Joe Tipton. So check it all out. That's bluejbanner.com. Okay, so we're going to get into the volleyball match Saturday. It's on FS1 at 4 p.m. So, hey, get all your shopping done, get all your tasks done, get your lawn mowed, get your round of golf in, and get in front of the tube at 4 o'clock to watch a great college volleyball match between Penn State and Creighton. And, of course, this is a rematch of last year in the NCAA tournament with the right to go to the Final Four on the line, and it was just a fabulous match, just unbelievable match between Creighton and Penn State. And I'm sure tomorrow will be much of the same. I mean, that's the storyline: Penn State national champs, and then number 2 in the country, and then the big story: Brian Rosen, taking over, and for Coach Booth, a legend. And it's always tough following that person who was the legend in front of you, as Coach Mack. And but he's an extremely confident individual. He is the AVCA Assistant Coach of the Year, so comes with high accolades, and he's well known in the volleyball community. So this is a big shot for Brian to get off to a great start. They play a brutal schedule next Friday. They play number 5 Texas. Then the following Sunday, they play number 14 Kansas in an event it's the first serve event in Madison. And then later on, obviously, they play Louisville, USC, and, of course, take on Nebraska at CHI Center. So just a tough opening round of games for the Jays, playing a tournament out west where they can take on some good competition, playing UNI, which is always a tough battle. So big start to the season for Brian, and I know the team is fired up and ready to go, and it should be really exciting. This match was not supposed to be played, actually. There was another team scheduled that Creighton was going to play in this event, but they backed out, and the event organizers called Brian and said, hey, would you mind playing Penn State? And he said, no, we'll take all comers here. So the Jays are taking on Penn State on Saturday. Obviously, Ava Martin, Kiara Reinhardt are 2 of the key returners from last year's team. But, the Jays have 4 great transfer portal players plus 2 freshmen. So there's 6 players right there that may see their first action for Creighton in a huge match like this. So it'll be interesting to see how Brian works them into the rotation. And they're very, very high on these players. So I don't expect Creighton to take a step back at all this year. Really looking forward to the match, though. This is very, very different that Creighton can get one of these matches on national TV on a late Saturday afternoon, prime viewing. And, even though the volleyball community knows Creighton, a lot of casual fans don't know Creighton. They may see him in the NCAA tournament, but they really don't know much about the program. So I think it's big, not only just for the volleyball community, but I mean, recruits see Creighton play the number 2 team in the country. That's a pretty big deal. So very, very excited about the match. If you didn't get a chance yesterday to see the show we did, we started something new. We're going to start doing it on a weekly basis. Most weeks now, like next week, we're only going to have 4 days, and the following week, only 4 days of shows. So it's going to be a little bit tight, but we've got a thing called Random J of the Week, and what it is, it's a men's basketball player anytime in this century from 2000 to 2025 who is on the roster. It's not going to be, Corver, Kalkbrenner, McDermott, any of those guys, but basically some guy I'm just going to pick out of a hat. I'm going to read off 10 clues. The first few clues are very, very difficult. The clues get a little more revealing as they move along. And we're going to have 2 contestants, maybe 3 some shows, battling for the win. And we're keeping stats throughout the whole season. So yesterday we had Mike Rochon and Mike Schmidt both battle it out. It came down to a very, very close call where Mike jumped in right before, or Mike Schmidt jumped in right before Mike Rochon and got the answer. I'm not going to give it away because in case you haven't seen the show, you may want to play along and see if you can get the answer before they do. No cheating. Don't use your phones, internet, anything. You've got to just right off the top of your noggin here to figure out who the player is going to be. But anyway, we'll have a different one each week. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we kind of, after the player was real, we reminisced about that player, the team, his teammates. So I think it's kind of a little trip down memory lane as well. And I think you Jays fans will really, really enjoy it. So make sure if you haven't checked that out, and then check all the podcasts. This is number 14 that we've done. You can go back a couple weeks. They're all there on our YouTube channel, Blue Jay Banner. Make sure you hit subscribe. It really helps us out a ton. Well, that's going to do it for this week. And we're going to get everybody off and enjoy the weekend. Really want to thank everybody again for all your support. And thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. And go Jays.